What's up, everybody, and welcome back. You're now tuned into Let Shaniqua Tell It podcast, and we have my family in the building with us today. Let's give it up for young Coby. Let's get into it. So we're going to talk about your music career. We're going to take it all the way back. We're going to talk about your music career. We're going to get straight into it. We got some questions for you. You ready?
Let's do it.
Period. Go ahead, friend.
Tell us a little bit about the song Island. How did that come about?
Me and my brother Underhand, man, we was just in the studio, like we normally do. And I picked the beat, I laid down the hook, laid down my verse, let bro do his verse, and then shit, from that point on, it was just history, you know what I'm saying? We dropped the song, he put it on his project, and then we sat on it for a while, and I was like, you know what? Let's see what we can do with Instagram. So I got on the gram. I seen a lot of people just going viral. Like there's this Detroit rapper named Y&J. He made the Coochie Man song. And like he dropped another song called Cash App. Like it was like I ain't even gotta walk in with my tool out. You know what I'm saying? And then that shit it went viral. So I'm like, man, I ended up meeting him at South by Southwest. We kicked it, you know what I'm saying? Like cool ass dude. I'm like, man, I looked him up. I'm like, damn. This nigga got 1,000 bitches doing twerk video to his song. I'm like, man, look, I'm trying to do the same shit, so fuck it. I posted a twerk video from just a random chick. I didn't even know her. I just grabbed the video off Instagram and I put my song behind it.
Okay.
And after that shit just went viral. I got like 1.5 million views. And then I was like, man, hell no, I'm finna keep doing this shit. So I just started posting twerk videos of girls, and I kept putting a song behind it. And then after a while, Instagram sent me a message like, hey, you now eligible for bonuses on Reels.
I know that's right, period.
So like they started paying me. I'm like, oh hell yeah. So I just kept on posting videos, and then like one of them hit like 5 million views. And then Instagram sent me like $700. I'm like, oh hell yeah. I was like, shit.
Right, bake on that.
Kept going, you know what I'm saying? Then shit, it just went viral after that. So I'm like, shit, and we ended up here, you know what I'm saying? So
that's dope.
No, for real, that's definitely a blessing. So are you, if I'm not mistaken, you're at like over 80 million views from the Reels on the TikTok? On the Instagram?
Something like over 50 million views. I got 80,000 followers now. My page just took off from there. So like I was like, it's a blessing, you know what I'm saying? So
take us back a little bit about how the page took off. So, getting to the level for you to get monetized. So we have anyone out there that is not currently monetized yet and is interested in doing so. Like, where should they start? Like,
content, just post. You got to get on Reels and you got to post content. It don't matter if it's original. You can even take memes that's already out there, save them, and repost them. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no copyright to them. Everybody's posting Reels, so you can do that and so you can start getting paid off that shit. But I kind of like, when I post my songs on all streaming platforms, it goes to Facebook, it goes to Pandora, it goes everywhere across the world. So when I go on Instagram and I look up my music, it's on there. Like on Instagram, on the actual app. So you can type my name in and it'll pop up. So if you want to start doing it, shit, just start saving memes and funny videos that you already see that got views already and just put them on your page. And once you reach 10,000 followers, Instagram gonna hit you up and you'll be able to start getting bonuses. You'll be able to start getting paid. So anybody can do it, you know what I'm saying?
you heard it first here. Young Coby said anybody could do it. You just really got to put your mind to it. If that's what you want to do, you're going to put your best foot forward. You're going to keep trucking. You're going to do that, period. Yep. Shout out to you for that on that, Coby. So with the transition of all the videos, contributing to blowing up viral, adding more streams, right? Because that's one of the results that came from it. And the money, of course, that's big too. Mm-hmm. So where kind of are you at with it now? Like, is that the lane that you feel that works for you when you do that? Are you into trying other things now that that lane did take off? Where are you currently at with doing that?
That was really just some spontaneous shit. Like, I'm not just like a clout type of artist. Like, I don't even make that type of music. Like, but it just took off. Like, that's just some shit that happened out of nowhere. Like, I don't even got no control over it no more. Like, I'm still getting 100 likes a day. Still getting 50 to 80 followers a day off that shit. And I don't even promote it no more. It's like the algorithm. It's just stuck. It's going to forever be there. So I don't have no control over it. But right now, I just dropped like 4 music videos the other day.
Yes, you did.
I went on tour with Wiz Khalifa for like 3 cities. And like, I don't know, man. Like, right now, I'm just on some shit like what I'm going to do next. So there's no strategy. There's no plan really. Like, shit. And I'm just like, I'm going to just continue dropping music like I usually drop it. But I do got to sit down and regroup and try to figure out like, okay, what lane I'm gonna like cater to next, like moving forward. You know what I'm saying? You know, I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of hard because I'm not usually somebody who make gimmicks or like try to create like waves and shit, because like that's just not what I do on the regular. Like I rap about real shit, you know what I'm saying? Like real life and shit like that. But now I gotta start thinking about it now. You know what I'm saying? So
When you say thinking about what?
I gotta think about what demographic I'm gonna cater to, who I want listening to my music now. Like, how can I direct the fame and shit I got now into something that I actually like doing, instead of something that's spontaneous and just happened out of nowhere. So I gotta figure out how to grasp it and put it towards something I really do, for real, you know what I'm saying? So
That's true.
That's where I'm at
That's
now.
a great way of looking at that. Tell us about this Wiz Khalifa, because a lot of people probably did not know that. Shout out to you for that. That's big shit, you know. How did that come about? Like, how did that even happen?
I got a homie, Big Jump. He from Killeen, you know what I'm saying? He been kind of like, he moved to LA. He been knowing Wiz for like 6 to 7 years. Like, he just been soaking up the game, and they took him in, and like, he just worked his move however he worked it, and then he reached the hand out to me like, hey, like last weekend he just hit me up like, hey bro, it's your opportunity. Shit, come on.
That's a blessing.
I wasn't prepared at all. I just was like, I woke my brother up, this nigga in the room sleep. I'm like, hey bro, he said I'm going on tour with Wiz Khalifa, I'm gonna go.
I know that's right. Get your ass up. Let's go. Pack your bags.
But I end up, I hopped in the car. I ended up going by myself. I went to Austin, picked him up. We went to Dallas. No, we went to Houston first. And then she was like, shit, we going to the next city. I'm like, damn, fuck it, let's go. I got the same pants on, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, shit, I ain't, fuck it. When it calls, you know what I'm saying, you can't really just, you got to go with it, you know what I'm saying? And my granny always told me, like, nothing gonna happen on your time. It's gonna happen on God's time. So at that moment, shit, that was God's time. I let the music take me where it wanted to take me, and I ended up getting into a position to where, like, now I leveled up. You know what I'm saying? Like, now I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do next. So I came home from the tour. I dropped 4 music videos in one day. I had them already, like, shot and put up. I'm like, fuck it, why am I holding on to this shit? All these people watching my story now and paying attention, so I just started dropping shit like, fuck it, I'm dropping new songs, new videos, and like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to see where it's gonna go now.
So you did 3 cities?
Yeah, I went to Austin, then I went to Houston, and then we backdoored and went to Dallas. I'm all access backstage. I met Wiz Khalifa's mom, I met his son, everybody on Taylor Gang, Chevy Woods, Lodi. I met DJ Drama, Sunny Digital, Logic. Like,
how was that experience? Like, truly, like, how was that experience?
That shit crazy. It still ain't even just hit me yet, but like, it's like,
especially where we come from, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
like,
real shit.
I ain't never had shit, man. I'm from the trenches for real, so to be right there with somebody I've been watching my whole life and carving my career after, like, it's a life-changing experience. Like, it's like, damn, like, I ain't expect to just be from the house, not doing shit, watching like, being with my son, you know what I'm saying, being a dad, and then, like, I'm just thrown into the to the rap game, like, on some shit I've been wanting to do my whole life. It's crazy. Like I said, it ain't really just set in yet. I'm still kind of like, damn, what the fuck?
Nah, for real, that is definitely an experience. I would definitely feel the same way. But again, congratulations on that, because, you know, many artists is chasing, you know, that dream trying to level up, and to be able to achieve those levels is a blessing. So kudos to you on that.
Appreciate it.
Tell me right now, name 3 artists that you look up to or influenced in the music industry today.
Number one, I gotta say Wiz. I've been watching him my whole life. Drake for sure.
Okay.
And then Jay-Z. Like,
Okay.
nigga's a billionaire. Like, I know you said 3, but I gotta add Kanye on there too.
Okay.
Like, that's just, I've been looking up to him since I was a kid too. Like, that's the first album I bought.
I was gonna say, you mentioned about taking your music career really serious when he dropped his album.
Yeah, College Dropout.
Yep, there you go. Why did that, like, why was it then you decided, like, oh yeah, I'm really just, it's no longer a hobby, I'm diving in, and I'm doing this shit. This is what I want.
So my mom, she went to the record store. I was young as hell. Like, she went to the record store and she brought back College Dropout. And when I listened to it, like, this nigga was talking about his life, his parents. He was talking about, like, everything he went through as a kid, dropping out of college. Like, he was talking about working jobs that he wasn't really fucking with. Like, that nigga was really telling you the real life of what he was really going through. And I'm like, damn, like, you can rap about the shit you're really going through and make it. And it sounded good as hell too. And like all the samples and shit he was using, I was just fucking with it. And I was like, you know what? You can make it like this. You ain't gotta put on no front. You ain't gotta act like you doing something that you're really not. Like, you can rap about everything you're really going through and blow up. You know what I'm saying? So that shit just inspired me to the max. And I was like, you know what? This is what I want to do.
That's dope.
I'm gonna really do this. And I've been chasing that shit my whole life.
That's dope. What is one thing that you would tell someone that is chasing their dream despite their journey, the obstacles, and how long it may take them to, per se, make it or succeed?
Never give up. Don't stop. You can't stop. Like, if you really want something, like, you can't stop. Like, LeBron James, that nigga didn't just be like, you know what? I ain't finna goddamn make it in basketball. I'm gonna try something else. No, that nigga went to goddamn training, practicing every day, you know what I'm saying, until he made it in the industry. So I feel like you can't quit no matter what. You might get discouraged. You might want to quit. You might want to say, fuck this shit. You can't stop no matter what. And don't ever let nobody tell you nothing about what you're doing. If you believe in yourself, if you feel like you got what it takes, never stop perfecting your craft. Like, you gotta just keep going hard every single day, no matter what you do. It don't matter if you don't want to rap one day. Find something else within the industry and shit, focus on that. You might find something else you like to do and then come back to rap. That shit might inspire you to write some doper shit. So like, that's how I feel about it. Like, man, you gotta keep going. You can't stop no matter what.
That's real shit. Great job, Coby. So, you know, the team researched a little bit, you know, your fam, so I know some things. But for everyone that don't know, you've been to prison, jail,
For sure.
right? 3 times? Somewhere around there?
I mean,
Or that's when you officially got charges?
I've been like,
In and out?
In the past, I was getting in a lot of trouble.
Okay.
Fucking up. I dropped out of school, started like hanging with the wrong motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got into a lot of trouble. Like 2013, I caught a felony, you know what I'm saying? I went to prison for like 4.5 years. And like when I was in there, I just kind of, like, that shit was trash, like trash as hell.
Which one, the latest time you went?
Yeah, 2013, I went to prison and then I got out 2017.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? While I was in there, I told myself basically, like, I'm never coming back here. Like, I'm gonna get out and I'm gonna do some shit. I'm gonna make my parents proud of me. And I'm gonna show everybody basically, like, just because you got a dark past don't mean your future gotta be dark. So I got out, I hit the ground running, I got in the studio, I started dropping mixtapes, I started a clothing line, I started doing shows.
That's when you brought us Welcome to the Neighborhood, right?
Welcome to my neighborhood, yeah.
I'll make sure you go check it out.
That was my first big hit when I got out. And that basically, like, shit, that put me on a different level. And I just took that little buzz that I had and I milked it for everything that it was worth, and I turned it into something that'll never be forgot. You know what I'm saying? And like I'm still on that path right now. So it don't matter what you've been through, you can always change the narrative. You know what I'm saying? Don't never let nobody change or tell you what your narrative is. You can flip that shit upside down and create something completely different.
You are in control.
And that's what I did. You know what I'm saying?
So tell me, how has the person Coby been now that he's been to prison? Because you haven't been back since you've been released, right?
Facts.
Correct. Congratulations on that.
Appreciate it.
And so tell me, how has that transition been since you've been back in the free world, haven't returned? How has that really affected you?
It made me really just look around and see what I wanted to be and what I didn't want to be. The people I wanted to be around, who I didn't want to be around. Like, I got homeboys and shit who do drugs every day, who not owning anything, who don't want anything in life. Like, I mean, everybody to each his own, you know what I'm saying? But I know what I want to do. So I had to separate myself from the old lifestyle that I was living and kind of like just embark on a whole new path. Whether I get lonely or not, like, cause when you on some righteous shit, you gonna get lonely. Like, damn, I ain't got nobody to kick it with.
For sure. Y'all know.
Yeah, I had to turn to my family and really just be like, you know what? These who I fuck with, these my best friends. You know what I'm saying? They never gonna steer me wrong.
It's true.
So even if you love your friends at the end of the day, like these people you grew up with your whole life, you want them to do right. You want them to be with you on your success journey, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you can't take everybody with you. A lot of people gonna be detrimental to you succeeding. So I just had to switch it up, you know what I'm saying? I had to like really be disciplined. And that's the main thing. You gotta discipline yourself. So like for me, that's really just the main thing, like separating yourself and really like being disciplined and being like, you know what? I want to continue to level up. I don't want to be in the hood every day selling weed and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? That shit dead. Like, that shit gonna be here forever. You know what I'm saying? All these opportunities are gonna be here.
Facts.
I want to catch the opportunities, you know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. I'm a grown ass man. Like, I got a son too. Like, I want to be the best version of myself for my son to look up to. You feel me? So I can't be doing none of that other shit I used to do. That shit over with.
Tell me, what are your thoughts on masturbation?
We'll get straight to it.
I mean, let's jump into it.
I did 4.5 years in prison, so
that's all you had to do?
Shit. You gotta get
Did it work wonders?
You gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying?
It worked wonders?
I mean, shit, you get tired of that shit after a while. So like, I mean, that's when the word discipline come in again. Like, you gotta, at the end of the day, like, pleasure is not everything. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta be like, shit, you gotta be disciplined. Like, shit, I'll get out one day, you know what I'm saying? So like, you can't just, like pleasure is not everything, you know what I'm saying? You gotta figure out some other shit to do. Like, you gotta.
So in the real world, do you do it less than you did when you was in prison?
Definitely.
Why do you think it's because you have access to women?
Not even that. It's just like, shit, you got other shit. Like,
other options.
I like to eat food. You know what I'm saying? I like to cook and shit. You feel me? I like to go fishing.
So you can replace other things.
Like, that's not the main thing to focus on. You feel me?
Facts. I feel it. No, I definitely feel it. We all know that love is important, but love can mean many different things to each of us. So tell us, like, what does love mean to you?
Love is like, number one, like, respect. And like, I ain't gonna lie, when just being like, love period, before you love somebody, you gotta respect them. You know what I'm saying? If you don't respect somebody, there's no way you can love them. And before you love somebody else, you gotta look in the mirror and love yourself. So like, I love myself. I know when I look in the mirror, I tell myself, I know I look good. Like, I wanna, you know what I'm saying, wake up every day and feel good about me before I ever try to be like, oh, I love you, or like, I wanna be with you, or I love myself before anything. You know what I'm saying? So like, if I don't feel right, like fucking with somebody else, like that shit dead. If I feel like I'm lowering my self value or some shit like that just to fuck with somebody, that's over with. Like you out of there. I don't give a damn how good you look. You know what I'm saying? It's over with. I love me. So if you don't love me like I love me, then shit, we ain't got shit to talk about.
I definitely agree with that.
So love yourself before you even try to, you know what I'm saying, involve yourself with anybody.
That's true. And that's the path you're on right now?
Yeah.
Is that the mindset you always had, or something happened to where you had to see, you know, a different perspective and develop that mindset?
I had a long time to sit with myself and just figure out who I really am. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, like I love me before anything. So if the shit ain't right just a little bit, like, nah, I'm going back to myself. You know what I'm saying? I can't even, you feel me?
So are you currently in a relationship? Everybody know, all the listeners know. Are you currently, and think about it hard, because don't lie, because the world gonna know, she gonna know. You watching this, right? Because he might be in a relationship, fam be playing.
What do you consider, like, what's your...
You gotta flip it. I mean, shit, there shouldn't be many different definitions to relationship. Correct me if I'm wrong, friend. Help me out. How do you feel?
I'm just saying, you got relationships.
Friend, what's up? We looking at him always.
You got a whole bunch of different type of relationships. You got relationships with your
relationship
man,
partner, relationship intimate, personal, that one and only. The one and only.
Ain't no ring on nobody's finger.
Is there a one and only? Are you currently in a relationship?
I really don't know.
You don't know? Is it because y'all didn't talk about it? Are you talking to someone? You dated?
I'm open to dating.
Are you currently dating? Yes.
I'm in the dating pool.
Okay. You heard that here on Let It Shaniqua Tell It podcast. He's not in a relationship, or we don't know. It's unclear. But my family is open to dating. Y'all hit me up now. Okay.
To the ones that fuck with me, man, they know what's up.
So, don't be trying to add that in there, give them their little credit, so you can be like, I shouted you out, you know.
If you fuck with me, man, you know if I fuck with you or not, man.
But which level? Is everybody on the same level when it comes to fucking with you? Like, how can they become special? Like, how can you have that one and only, where you can sit and say that and not say, you know.
This is what I'm gonna say about that. If they're not hiding anything from me, if ain't no secrets, if a motherfucker can't hand me their phone and I can go through that motherfucker and not find nothing, then yeah, that's who I'm with.
Have you never had nobody do that?
No.
Really?
Not yet. I can't go through a bitch phone right now and be like, and scroll through that motherfucker.
You?
Motherfuckers don't trust me enough for me to do that. So like, I can't just sit here and tell you, feel me? Like.
So does that make you wonder though, if you have not ran across a person that you can do that with, does that make you wonder, why are you attracting these same type of females?
I'm gonna put it like this. I got somebody who will come to my house and cook a meal for me.
But you don't trust
me. And fill my stomach up and make me feel like, you know, damn, this motherfucker came and cooked a meal for me. You know, feel like, shout out to her. You feel me?
Shout out to her. You like, feeding my boy.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he's still skinny and all, but you feeding him.
You know what I'm saying? I got fast metabolism.
Yeah, fast metabolism.
But yeah, shout out to the motherfucker that's gonna come to my house and cook me a meal. Make sure I'm full.
Schedule your next appointment.
Rub my feet or whatever.
Period. Like, that part.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
But
they know
that ain't the same female that's also gonna hand the phone and say, you can go through my shit. Until
I feel like I can trust you 100% and not have to worry about nothing, then that's when a nigga like, yeah,
But when will you feel like that? What things will show you, oh yeah, I ain't gonna do it, she the one.
Till the motherfucker post me and say that's my nigga. to.
So you ain't had nobody do that either? Wait, let's talk about it.
Ain't nobody posting me.
Your baby mama posted you. When y'all was together.
Shout out to my baby mama.
Shout out to your baby mama, beautiful.
That's my dog. That's my dog.
Right?
Yeah, shout out to dropping names and shit. God damn. Shout out to my baby mama though, man. She holding it down. She got my son right now for the school year. You feel me? That's my dog. We ain't in a relationship or nothing. You know what I'm saying? We ain't having sex or nothing like that. But like, she got my kid. I trust her enough to where, you know what I'm saying? She holding it down on that end. I ain't gonna lie. She got a job. She working. She taking care. You feel me? But like I said, ain't nobody posting young Coby and being like, hey, that's my nigga. All you bitches leave that nigga alone.
Are you really feel like that's it though? Like just a post? Like nowadays that shouldn't mean shit.
Man, look, it's 2022.
What that mean?
Bitches,
a post matters?
Women is hiding shit.
That's true, but
they don't want to post.
They
don't want to post no nigga because they gonna fuck it up.
Both.
For all them other niggas.
Both men and women don't want to post. It's both.
It ain't one-sided.
Correct. It's two-sided.
You know what I'm
but that's what you really care about though. Like that, if you really serious self-reflect, like when somebody do that to you, that's how you know.
It's like, damn, I gotta get on my shit now.
But what if it's just time? Like one thing I learned in one of my previous relationship is that when I was with my ex, because I wanted to have a baby with him, fall in love and shit. But eventually when shit didn't work out and he told me like he didn't feel that way no more, I was trying to wrap my head around like how can somebody feel like that their mind, their feelings could change on Big Vibe because we're human. That we could do that. Like that's how life. Like you can feel this way and then this way tomorrow.
Listen,
it doesn't make sense, but it's reality.
Check this out. Everybody in the city of Killeen, Texas know that Peasy loves Shaniqua. That's his bitch. That's his ride or die. They got a business together. They know Shaniqua not finna play with Peasy. Peasy not finna play with Shaniqua. And you better not say nothing out of line because Peasy on your ass.
Period. That part.
I don't.
But
when I get somebody like that.
But me and PC don't post each other all the time. Like they're
man, we know.
Right.
We know.
Because of how we step.
Y'all respect each other. Y'all stump down behind each other.
You ain't got to, you got to.
So until I get
So that's the answer. That's the great answer. Someone that's going to be all about Coby, in for Coby, right for Coby. Not when you want to flip the switch on and off.
When he mad at you, guess what he still posting?
Right.
Shop at Stylist Boutique.
Period.
You
know it. And the same guys at the same time. Fuck you, nigga. He just upload.
Exactly. Y'all can just get into
nigga, did you post Stylist today?
Y'all can just get into an argument. Guess what? That nigga still finna put on
that way.
His woman.
That way.
It don't matter.
That way.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
That's what love is. That's what real love is. That's what y'all. It don't matter what y'all going through. Y'all finna fight for each other, no matter what.
That's true. That's
so like, you know what I'm saying? You don't see nobody doing that for me.
Right or wrong? Family. I mean, not right now, no. I mean, my personal opinion, I thought your baby mama, I thought you guys had a great bond. Again, on the outside looking in.
We're not together.
No, I understand. Not now, but from, just knowing what I, like, none of these other girls know. I mean, sometimes you remind me of Danny, so if I keep it all the way stacked. But
so what you saying is, it still might, like, that shit still might be able to, you might be able
to make it work?
You might be able to light the match on that shit.
I mean, for your baby mama, I ain't gonna lie to you. That was the first time that I really, your brother may feel otherwise, because that's your brother, he may seem otherwise, let's just keep it a stack. But, just from what I know and then on the outside looking in, like, that was the greatest bond that we have sung.
That's the only relationship in my life that I really been in.
All right then, and you telling it like it is. So with that being said, that explains why we seen a different version than what we're used to seeing.
For sure.
I don't know what transpired. She's beautiful. I feel like, I'm a first-time mom. I don't know if she's a first-time mom. Yeah. We go through a lot.
Yeah,
you niggas is not all the way up to par. No matter how much shit you may talk about, this, that, and the third. Yeah, we fuck up. You feel me? I'm the type of person, I hold myself accountable. But you guys fuck up too. And you got to keep in mind the things that women do truly go through. I can't speak on, any extra shit that shouldn't make sense, like cheating or high disrespect. I've been there, though, with the disrespect. I have. It's not right. You know what I'm saying? But as long as you come to an agreement, talk about it, reconcile, find a solution, and keep it moving, you got to move past it. How do you think relationships last for 30 or 40 years? But what it is people spend so much time saying, I'm going to fight for this, but then when it comes to relationship aspect, you don't got the same power. Your mindset is the same. If you're going to fight for the music career, you better fight for the relationship just the same if the other person is put in the same percent to show you that that's what they want.
I'm going to say this. when it comes to my music career, in that relationship, I don't feel like I was ever supported. Like some people grow up, like when it comes to relationships,
Okay.
you gotta look at people's parents and how they was raised first. Cause you can get mad as fuck at a person and be like, damn, this bitch ain't doing this, this bitch ain't doing that. Like, what the fuck?
Yes and no.
But you gotta look at how they came up in their household.
Yes and no. Because what if they change?
A rap dream to a lot of people is fake.
That's true.
Oh, you want to be a rapper? Ah!
That's true.
There's a million niggas trying to be a rapper. That shit fake.
That's true.
But everybody is not gonna be like, damn, my nigga really want to be a rapper. He been chasing this his whole life. This is what he really doing. I'm still paying my rent on features and shit to this day.
Right.
But to a woman who grew up in a household where her mom and her daddy was working a job their whole life.
Mm-hmm. 2 different walks of life.
A fucking rap career? What?
Right.
Come on, man. So for me, like, that's what I look at. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's important.
And I can't get mad at a person because that's how they came up. You know what I'm saying? I gotta just let them, okay, that's how you was raised. You don't believe that a nigga can make it doing this because you've never seen it in your household.
Right.
Nobody has dreams where you came from.
Right.
Nobody chased their dreams where you came from. Your parents didn't tell you that you can make it off your dreams.
So do you feel like it was too hard to make her understand? Because, you know, I learned in my experience of life that because people come from different walks of life, everybody is literally not going to feel your way, even though we really want them to. Sometimes when people be like, I ain't teaching a person this, there are some things you really do have to teach a partner because y'all grew up in 2 different parts. So, like, that's the level. Like, did you try to teach and try to make her understand, and then that just didn't work out that way? Or
I mean, I just at one point I was just tired of trying to like this is my dream. This is what I love doing. Like, if you're not supporting me, my nigga, like, the fuck is we together for? I don't hate you,
right,
but I gotta go my separate way. Cause this is what I'm gonna do, no matter what.
Facts.
And that's what you gonna do, no matter what. So we gonna agree to disagree. Shit, I gotta do my thing. Shit, you do your thing. You work your job. I'm gonna get on this stage. I'm gonna book these shows. I'm gonna make my money like this. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn whether you like it or not or support me or not. This is what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no grudge. I ain't mad or nothing like that. Shit, I just know I got faith in myself. I believe in myself. And I'm gonna continue to do this shit until the day that I die. So, with that being said, shit, that's just what it is. You feel me?
I respect that.
Yeah, that is what it is. Everybody not the same. Everybody wasn't raised the same. You know what I'm saying? Some shit just not believable to some people, and you gonna wear yourself out trying to force a motherfucker to believe in your dreams.
You heard that?
You know what I'm saying?
Period.
Like, don't wear yourself out. Like, you gotta believe in yourself, and that's the same thing that go back to loving yourself. I love myself. I love what I do. I know I'm gonna make it, regardless if you believe in me or not. And some people can't deal with that. You feel
I
me?
agree with you, family. You are definitely gonna make it. You're very dope.
Some people can't. Some people can't handle that shit.
It's true.
You know what I'm saying? But like I said.
But like you said, you don't gotta hate nobody. Ain't gotta be no bad blood. Wish them well. You keep on trucking.
Exactly.
Because shit, we just not aligned. Yeah. They ain't gonna level up, and that's just that.
But at the end of the day, when it's a kid in the picture,
it's cordial.
The kid overruled all that shit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We got a kid, man.
For sure.
Like,
that's
this rap shit, this shit pay the bills for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, as long as my son taking care of it, it shouldn't be no problem.
That's true.
At the end of the day, I'm gonna rap. I'm gonna do this shit.
There you have it. Where's the craziest place you had sex?
The craziest place? On my granny back porch.
Why do you feel like that's the craziest place?
I mean,
she got cameras out there.
No.
Dude, why was that the craziest?
I mean, I had sex in the car. I had sex at Brookhaven Park.
Okay. Fine.
Outside?
Outside.
No, for sure.
Friend, what's the craziest place you had sex?
The airplane.
Bitch, what?
Niggas in the Mile High Club.
On the airplane? In the bathroom? Please don't tell me that better, because that bathroom is fucking little. I'm skinny and I barely fit. So where'd you have sex at? I'm curious. In the seat?
Yeah.
All the way at the back. Y'all took the last row like some kids. Friend, give me the tea. We gonna get back to you.
Yeah.
All right, so for your performances though. So as artists, you know, some wild shit be happening at these performances on stages. Kevin Gates has some issues, you know, Black Youngster, all of these. Have you, not being a mainstream artist yet, have encountered experiences like that?
All right, I'm gonna give you one scenario. It was kind of recent. I booked out MJ's, right?
Mm-hmm.
I had Welcome to the K, part 1. And you know, when I do my shows, you know, of course, how it go when you do a show. You book all your artists beforehand.
Right.
Niggas know who performing, they know what time they performing. Shout out Cleo, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out Cleo.
Every time I have a show, I book her because I know she gonna put on the motherfucking show. She gonna bring them bad bitches out. You know what I'm saying?
Period. She a bad bitch herself.
So at MJ's, it was a nigga who worked there. He thought he was just finna come get a free slot. Like, nigga, I don't even know you. Stop going to my DJ trying to perform, nigga. No, it's a whole bunch of people before you. You ain't even pay. You don't even know what's going on. Like, you just trying to overrule everything.
So he was just trying to get on this to perform.
Yeah, like, boy, get your ass on. Big shoe wearing ass. What you talking about? So, but I'm so much up. Look, I'm so yeah. So I'm so much of a solid nigga. I still let a nigga perform, man.
Shout out to him.
You know
I hope the
what I'm saying?
performance was good.
But like that's probably one of the wildest things. Like
Anything about women? Any crazy shit about women?
I
I think most people, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like most people really have that when you become mainstream or you're in like a phase where you're performing at like big giant crowds.
yeah, for sure.
You know?
Yeah, it ain't happened. It ain't just happened to me yet, to where nobody did no super crazy shit.
But when it does, how are you think you're gonna handle it?
It just depends on what it is. Cause I mean, when I'm at my show, I got people who love me. That's coming with me. So I might not even do nothing to you. If a nigga try me at a show, like it's probably 3 other niggas that's gonna beat the shit out you before I even get mad. You know what I'm saying? It's probably niggas who gonna peep some shit and steal off on you and knock you out and throw you outside before I even have a say so to do anything. You know what I'm saying? So that's not something that I'd be really worried about like that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. And currently right now for music, they saying labels have more power in today's time than they did back then. So the route you're trying to take, would you say that you are trying to accomplish with signing with the label or trying to stay independent?
I am the label.
Okay.
I gotta say so 100% in everything I do.
True.
I own everything.
That's true. That's
Ain't no
the
white
independent
man.
label though, right? So when I'm talking about mainstream major label though, do you foresee that would be your goal within, maybe a few years? That's something you would want to accomplish, or really running the route like 2 Chainz, Young Dolph, and being independent?
I'm gonna tell you like this: none of them niggas was ever independent. I ain't gonna say ever, but none of them niggas independent. They capping.
Why do you feel that way?
Niggas be saying they independent, they lying. The baby, all these niggas, they not independent.
But why do you feel
they got these rich white people giving them money to do shit? You know what I'm saying? They got sponsored. These niggas is on Sprite commercials and shit. It's somebody up there giving them bread to do this shit.
When you say giving somebody up there, you're referring to on a label though, or like just
Companies.
an investor period?
They got companies.
So when somebody does that for you, but you haven't signed to a major label, you're going to think that's not independent?
It's not. You're
That
not
is
independent.
So if
you're depending on them.
No.
To get
I
the
mean,
bread.
I mean, if you look at it in a mindset,
How is that independent?
the route that you take, there's only 2 routes. You're either going to be you're going to be an independent artist, or you're going to sign as a mainstream artist to a label. So I see your point of view in the aspect, but far as when you take the path to the music career, you only have 2 lanes.
If somebody put it like this, if somebody come to me right now like, hey, young Coby, hey, bro, we see you doing your thing, man. We got an opportunity for you. We want to give you $1 million, but you got to do this for us. I'm no longer independent. No matter if I own my masters and I own my shit or not, I'm no longer independent because guess what? Somebody's giving me money and I have to do something for that money.
Yeah, you're referring to like a label.
or a company.
I can see your take on that. How you feel?
I see his point of view.
On it being like you're not independent.
You know, once you accept that bread and you sign your name on that line, no matter what it may be, whether it's a Pepsi commercial, whether it's a fucking clothing deal or whatever, you're no longer independent.
But what if you didn't sign no line? You just have rich motherfuckers.
That's live. I ain't gonna lie.
That is live. But
shit.
somebody made
it.
Hey,
y'all rich ass niggas who ain't letting niggas make a nigga sign shit.
Cut a piece of that. No,
some of that free money.
Holla at us, shit. Not just him. Holla at us because we need all of that.
Yeah, but 9 times out of 10, man, when these artists that you hear on the radio and you see their videos every day, you know what I'm saying? You always hearing about them. You always seeing them getting posted. They're not independent, man. They want to put on their front and say they're independent, but they're not independent. I did enough research to know what's going on out here. You know what I'm saying? Now, a nigga like, let's say like Joyner Lucas or somebody. Okay, he's not signed to no one.
Right.
All his money.
What if somebody's on the backside that you don't know giving him some paper, but he ain't signed no contract? He's still independent though, right?
That's live.
Yeah, he's still independent.
That's a dope ass opportunity, man. That's once in a lifetime chance. If somebody come to me like that, then you know what I'm saying. Shout out to my boy K-Wall. You know what I'm saying? This nigga's a multi-millionaire. But what he does is, me and him, we never had no paperwork. Ever. But he knows some motherfuckers. So he be putting me on to different shit. Like, hey, Kevin Gates engineer, I know him personally. Let's go to LA. Let's go to his studio and make some music. But I'm paying for these sessions. These is motherfuckers who known in the industry. But guess what? We coming out of pocket paying these niggas. We just getting a title. It look like we on some mainstream shit, but we breaking bread for this shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's independent. We not signing on a dotted line. We paying money.
Out here working and grinding. Shout out to him for that.
You know
Salute.
That's what it is.
Now, before we get up out of here, we're going to wrap it up. Before we do, you got 2 questions. You can ask each of us one, and we'll answer. You can ask us anything, no holds.
All right, first for you. Who was the first person that told you, like, to let Shaniqua tell this shit? Who told you need to let motherfuckers know? Like, who told you need to come and sit on this couch right here and motivated you to really come and do this shit? Like,
that's a good question.
You can give me 2 people who really made you be like, I need to do this shit.
I'm not going to lie. Me and Sean.
Peasy, that's what's one. Okay, so I kind of figured that.
Other than me, though?
Who's the second person who really put that?
Other than me?
Yeah.
Or I can't include myself?
Nah, not you. Somebody else who really was like, after Peasy gave you that go, the second person who was like, shit, do that shit, nigga. Like, yeah, that's what we want you to do that.
Yeah, that's hard, because I would say you or my hairstylist, Misha. Because I chopped it up both with y'all.
You can add a third person if you want to.
Shout out to Misha, my hairstylist, for real, on this evening in London, because I do a lot of stuff, but I just don't talk about it. Like, you know, if we keep it a stack. Colleen is missing a platform like this. Real shit. Like,
definitely. I salute you.
I'm so excited. I really wish we had more time, but I know we have to wrap it up. But I'm so intrigued with just the level of my ideal and even the execution, because everything that I do when I have my name attached, I'm like, what solution can I offer? What's missing? What is the problem? The problem is we're not being heard. We don't actually have a platform to have a voice, a safe space to express yourself, to show the value that you add, and to give your flowers. Like, you yourself, London, like, I give y'all flowers, y'all roses. Y'all out here doing this shit. You fam, you've been working hard. I see the growth, the journey. You too, I seen the below. Like, that's real shit. These is real life testimonies. There's no fake shit here. Like, it's no act. It's a little scripted because we got to wick the format, but a lot of it's unscripted. You know what I'm saying? And we're missing that. Colleen got a lot of dope people in a lot of industries. You know, yeah, we got a lot of drama just like everywhere else. It don't fucking matter. We're just small. You know what I'm saying? And it's not much. And so when you learn, it takes leaders though. I'm a leader. I grew up, everyone always being against me. I was on a basketball team, the best basketball player, but my attitude, our personality, they try to kick me off. Everybody voted against me. And I'm the best player. And that's like in life, that's when I knew like I'm a tough ass bitch. Like I could have changed my game up, and over the years, my mom, like everybody, like, you need to watch how you talk and this. And I'm like, I worked in corporate. I was respectful, but I was always me. I always used to tell my mom, like, girl, you're the only one that say I need to watch my mouth, how I talk. These white people don't say that. You know what I'm saying? I really told her that, like, because it's true. Like, the white people don't say that. So why the hell are you going to think that, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I know how to conduct myself. I just be me. So, but, no, real shit. What's your question?
What's my question?
I mean,
Oh, my question now. When did you realize like damn, I'm funny. I need to like.
he's not that fucking funny.
No,
Like,
I looked at his Instagram. That nigga hilarious.
I love my friend, but
No, that nigga funny to the bit. When did you realize?
Okay.
When did you realize like, damn, I need to let people see this shit. You know what I'm saying?
After that first viral video, because I honestly before that I didn't think I was that funny. I really didn't. And then like when I started putting stuff together, I laughed. Like I would laugh literally 5 minutes reading my scripts back to myself. Like damn, I'm actually funny. But, I mean, it really started with that first viral video.
That's what's up. So when did you first like? When did you realize like, damn, niggas is like oh shit.
When them numbers went up.
Oh, for sure. 300,000 on the ground. That shit crazy.
Here.
When numbers went up.
y'all make sure y'all keep watching. Again, this is episode 2, Youngest in Charge. We have my special co-host, London. Have my boy, Coby, fam in the building. Already, youngest vet in the game, all the way from Killeen, Texas. Just dropped 4 videos on YouTube. Make sure you go check it out. Tap in. Follow them on Instagram. This episode is brought to you by Enclave, located at 220 East Avenue D in Killeen, Texas. You want to party every Friday and Saturday? Enclave is the solution. Pull up for the grown and sexy vibes, because Enclave is the solution. Episode 2, let's get it, Queen Tingz, with our special guest, Queen Cleo. Yes. Got my girl in the building. I am official host, Shaniqua, as usual. And then I have my boy, special co-host, London, in the building. Yeah, we're tapped in. Let's get right into it, shall we?
Okay, so do you feel it's easier to make music in the industry today than back then?
I wouldn't say it's easier to make music, but I would say it's easier to. Well, actually, yeah, I would say so. Simply because the artistry is much different. It's a lot more simpler now.
Right.
You can go out there as long as you got a catchy beat. Nobody gives a fuck what you're saying. Like they don't care. That's why so much music sounds like shit.
No, they
Like,
don't.
but back then you actually had to take in consideration, you know, the bands. A lot of those sounds are hands. Like people are doing those instruments by hands versus you have equipment now where you can do all that.
So
Oh, yeah.
if you saying it's easier to make music now than back then, do you feel like it's easier to make it as well in today's time than back then?
That I would say probably not.
Why is that?
Because since everybody likes, you know, the way it runs right now, everything runs on a trend. So I can make music and say I want to do like, you know, kind of how I make music now.
Right.
I want to do a little bit something different. I don't want to be a Cardi B. I don't want to be a Megan Thee Stallion.
Right.
You automatically get thrown into these boxes. Show your ass, shake your ass, do something. Like put your titties out because everybody else is doing it. And it's like, they don't want to hear that. So I could drop a song and I have all these like fire bars or catchy bars in there that make sense. And other people wouldn't catch it because it's like, that's why a lot of people don't listen to like artists like Big Crit, shit like that. People that actually make sense because they have a whole different lane that they're going through. They want this kind of trend. This is what's selling. This is what they think is popular. Like Crocs. One person get a pair of Crocs, they post Crocs. Crocs is popping. Everybody got fucking Crocs. You can't wear regular slides no more.
Facts.
They're like, oh, you ain't got the sports on there. Like, you know, like, so.
So love is a complicated emotion that can be difficult to understand. A lot of your music involves love and sex. Why is that?
Because everybody relates to it. Everybody relates to it. And
But is the truth that you really about it, or you just all talk?
I mean, let me tell you. All right, well, Daddy, close your ears. So, really, I done been around. I done did my thing. You know what I'm saying? I got it.
Okay.
I got
You
it. I'm pretty cold.
So
I'm
you
pretty
know
fucking cold.
experience. So when it coming through that music, it's cause shit, I know what the fuck I'm talking about, and I can handle
Yeah.
that. I done did that, or I can do that.
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
a couple of years ago, I was told that I don't have sex appeal. Like naturally, I grew up very weird. I grew up fat. You know what I'm saying? Like I've always been self-conscious. I wasn't, you know, sex trauma, things of that nature. I didn't want people touching me. I didn't want people looking at me. All my clothes was baggy. Everything was oversized. And when they told me that, it was kind of like a, because they're like, you're pretty. You just don't have no sex appeal. And I'm like, as a woman, I want that.
Right.
Like I want to feel girly. I want to be able to be on my soft side. I grew up tough. Like it's a lot of aggression. I hang out with a lot of dudes. I talk a lot of shit.
Right.
Like I want somebody to look at me like a little flower, a little buttercup or something. Not a gang member.
But do you feel like you have that side that you show other people though? Because like you said, you grew up,
Yeah.
you know, in that lifestyle, being aggressive and doing that. But do you showcase the other side for people to be like, okay, girl, let me blossom you. Let me.
So Tony today, this Cleo does.
Okay.
A
Okay.
couple of years ago, not at all.
And what?
Because I was big on like, I don't care what the fuck y'all think. Like,
I
I
was
like what
too.
I like. I do what I do.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, somebody, if they want me, they're going to talk to me. But also, I want to feel good.
That's
So I don't do it for other people. I do it because I want that. Like, I
That's
want to be girly. I want to be feminine. Like, you know?
That's true.
And I want to also get in touch with my sexual side because for so long it was foreign to me because of the sex trauma I have. So it's like one of those things like I didn't want to be touched. Or like, okay, I had my situations going on when I was a younger woman. I grew up around 16, 17. I had my whole phases. Like I was wilding out. I was having
Right.
sex and shit like that, but
Right.
it was nothing attached to it because it was no feelings for me. Because as far as I'm concerned, it was just like a thing. So now it's one of those, I'm maturing, I'm blossoming into the woman that I would want to be, the woman that I would want my daughters to be. And that's where I'm at with
And
that.
that's absolutely amazing to hear. Wonderful for you. Like I'm glad to hear that. Really. I did hear you mention about trauma, and I don't want to have you relive it.
Right.
But what you experienced with that along your journey, because you just mentioned the Queen Cleo today
Yeah.
is open and is grown, is open to showing other sides of her than just this hard rock shell. What really just was the pivot, the turning point to switch that? Because sometimes we go through stuff and we see it and we still just go back to the same shit we've been doing, the
Right.
same, giving off the same vibe until it's just that one thing, whatever it is that just like, oh, and you grasp it like, oh yeah, I need a change. Here's my turning point.
My turning point was probably I have so much faith in myself. Like coming from literally nothing, no water, no lights, no food, no anything. I was going to school dirty. I was going to like beat the fuck up. Like coming from all that and then actually being an adult now. As a child growing up in a rough situation, every day I would be like, well, when I get older, I'm gonna do this. When I get older, my lights will never be off. I'll have water. You know what I'm saying? Like my ass will always be clean type shit, you know? And that was just one of those things that ran into it. Like I always had this picture of who I am as a person and who I wanted to be. The person that younger Tony would have looked up to. The women that I used to see on TV, like, I want to be like her. Not financially, not looks wise.
Right.
I want to be a good person. I want to be a person that's sure herself, that knows who the fuck she is. You can't tell a woman that's confident that in who she is, like anything.
And Queen
But,
Cleo today
you
is
know,
that right.
you know.
In his form flesh. Look
And
at my
it's,
beautiful
I had to
sister
build
right
it
there.
up. I had to build it all up. And yeah, then my mom passed away. So
My
when she
deepest
passed away,
condolences.
it'll be 3 years, December 5th. That's why I started making my music. I've been making music my entire life, but it's always been me and her dream. So it's always one of those, when I get older, we're going to Atlanta. I'm going to get you a
Right.
mink coat. What the fuck was she going to do with a mink in Atlanta? I don't know, but she was
Yeah.
going to have that
Gonna floss
motherfucker
it,
anyway.
honey,
I'm like,
period.
girl, you going to be in that mink. And when she passed away, it was one of those, life is short.
But you're gonna get that meat though.
Damn
You
right.
gonna get that
Oh, my
meat,
big
so you
sister got to
gonna
get it now. I
flop.
told her, I'm like, well,
Hey,
got to pass it now. Somebody get a fucking
somebody
meat.
gotta get it, and somebody
just
gotta
want-
flop that shit.
I gotta
just
spend
like
money
your
on it.
mom said. Shout out to Mama. Rest
You
in
know,
peace to her
my
soul.
queen. Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
yes.
But
You spoke on, your journey growing up, and I did want to touch on that again. My deepest condolences. Sincere for your loss. I know how troubling that is because I can relate to that. But I came across your post, and you made a statement in regards to when you were younger, 9-year-old, 10-year-olds were living their lives as kids, but at that age, your mother was teaching you how to keep a
razor in my mouth.
your
Yeah,
And in
boy.
your words, if I'm not mistaken, was like a learn how to keep it $1.50 something with seal.
Oh, you give them $1.50, yeah.
With
So
lime-
$1.50
with
is you
lime
take them ear to
juice.
ear. And lime juice, lemon juice, anything
what
kind of
was
juice.
it?
Make sure it don't heal up. $1.50 is slice their ass ear to ear.
Like how? Like explain that. Like you would take it. Like so you learn to
Yeah, you
carry
just
it in
pop the
your
bitch out.
mouth. Like just.
Why you so
You know what I'm saying?
upset?
I'm trying to get you to break it down so you carry that bitch in your mouth like and
Right.
where it's like you can pull that bitch out, not cut yourself,
Yeah.
but cut this bitch.
Yeah.
And
Well, I
then-
never cut
and then
nobody.
put the bitch
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
But
fucked up at that point.
I'm
but
waiting on it. Pretty
you
like
never That's fascinating. So that's how did your mother teach you that without cutting yourself?
My mom was gangster. Like,
Oh,
like my mom,
definitely evident. Shout out
like,
to Mama.
yeah, my mom was
But why do you
in the
feel
streets.
that
Please,
around 9 to 10 that's what you had to learn while like you said like all these other 92-year-olds out here learning and developing how to
like
live
doing
their-
cartwheels and shit. I
Right.
still don't know how to do a cartwheel. But it was one of those things, like my mom was a great mother. And her growing up so rough, she wanted to protect her children by any means necessary. It wasn't like one of those, oh, you got to learn this before you get, a certain age. It was brought up in a conversation. I'm like, that's cool. And she's like, I can show you. You know what I'm saying? Because maybe you might need to do it one day in your life. Like my mom worked in a strip club when I was growing up. So you can imagine, like my mom was beautiful, 5 foot even, not to be fucked with. But as a beautiful woman, people do not like that, especially in a dance club.
Now, I
So
respect that. What are your thoughts on it though? Like, do you feel that you would have that same procedure on showing your kid, or do you feel like that was?
I mean, I wouldn't show my kids how to do it, but
in
I
modern
mean,
times, that's how
15,
parents-
16, if they want to learn, then I'm all for it. I just feel like it's a lot of risk when they're younger, but I was already very mature.
Right.
So I didn't cut my mouth because I knew how to take directions.
Hey, you better not play with Cleo because she has it. But we got a hot seat question for you.
Oh, what is
right?
this? What?
So you had shared a post where you basically confirmed you was down for ladies' night, where everybody eats your coochie. So what we want to know is you really about that life? Is you eating some coochie too, or is you all talk like
Nah,
it's just
nah.
a lot of eating coochie going on?
Let me tell you about it. Now, I'll tear a twat up, but I'm not touching no booty hole. And
Yeah.
that's on period. I don't give a fuck.
Well, okay, so would you prefer twat or cucumber?
Oh, I love cucumber. That's why I can't go straight for twat.
Like all
I'm
the way cold
obsessed.
turkey.
Like, I ain't never fiend for no coochie, but I didn't fiend for dick before. Oh, I need some dick. You know what I mean? Like, my attitude all fucked up. I'm mad. Like, my attitude's all fucked up. I'm all mad and shit. I ain't never had that for coochie. And I just feel like as soon as I get in a relationship with a girl, I'm going to catch a DV charge. Like, I got a clean record. I'm not trying to go to jail.
Definitely understand that. That's relatable. That makes sense. So tell us, being completely honest, what's 2 things that's hard about dating you that you feel like that's the reason why you may not can keep a man?
I have separation problems.
So
So
they go and spend a night with themselves?
I'll get distant. So I'm one of those people, like, say we're talking, we're texting. If I feel like you're getting distant, I'm completely out the picture. Like, you go a day without texting me,
So
I'm
is that
out the
something
picture
that's
all
in
the
your
way.
mind, like that you just be like, oh damn, I think it seems like he's getting distant, so boop. Like,
Yeah. But I'm a deep thinker. Like, I spend a lot of time by myself. Like, I love my solitude. And that's also the second reason of what would be hard about dating me, because I have to enjoy your company more than my own, or enjoy your company enough to want you in my company. And that's very difficult for me because a lot of people don't understand how I am. Like, I hang around people that are privileged, and that's not a bad thing. Like, I adore the fact that people grew up with loving homes and in different ways and different mannerisms than I did. But at the end of the day, I grew up how I grew up. So I can't be around somebody that's like soft and they don't understand that sometimes, like, I'm not, like, I'm snappy. I'm not all the way there. And I'm okay with taking accountability for it. I can talk to you about it, but it just, everybody don't get it. I'm not made for everybody.
that's true.
And,
And the right
a
person
real
is
bitch
made
need a
for
real
you.
nigga.
And
That's all that
definitely,
matters.
that
Like, it's a
part.
lot. Real niggas ain't that easy to come by. So
That part. So
that's about that.
before we get out of here, tell our listeners though, you have blossomed into this amazing woman, despite the journey you've been on, despite the obstacles, and you're still blossoming. for someone that is experiencing what you're experiencing, you know, what you've been going through, the obstacles you've experienced, how do you keep fighting for your dream? Explain to my listeners, how can you continue to fight for your dream and not allow that to you just sink in a hole and just give it all up?
I believe man will take anything from you that you let them. I'm me. Carbon copy. There's no other one. You can clone me. You can do everything I do, but you cannot be me. You cannot do what the hell I do. And you have to have faith. Like one of my favorite sayings that gets me through life is, if you're going to worry about it, don't pray. And if you're going to pray about it, do not fucking worry about it. Everything works out for a reason. I can look back and I think about all the fucked up situations I've been in where I didn't know how I was going to make it. I didn't know, like, how am I going to get to work? My bills is about to get cut off. I'm about to get kicked the fuck out. Like, at the end of the day, it all worked out. And when you look back on where you was and you can see that I wasn't taken down by this shit, the little things, like right now, doesn't matter. Like, I'm in deep waters right now. I'm in running waters right now. My car got totaled on July 3rd. So I've been Ubering and shit, stanky ass Ubers, scared for my life.
Ooh.
But at the end of the day, you do what you got to do when you want something for yourself.
Tell
There
them,
is no
sis.
handouts.
Tell
There's
them,
nobody
sis.
that's going to be able to do it for you. I can look at you and say, you make it. I'd be like, well, you know, what about me? Because you know about me. You did that. You got your ass up and you hustled for that. You determined, like, you had the motivation to get it done because that's the change that you wanted for your life. And if you don't want that change for your life, like, can't nobody give it to you. Can't nobody put no hustle in you that you don't have. Like, you gonna sit around and watch everybody else eat, or you gonna get your own fucking plate? Like, and that's what it go down to.
What is you doing? Is you eating on your own plate or eating on someone else? There you
Yes.
have it. Here with Queen Cleo. Shout out to the entire cast today. All you deserve roses.
Cleo,
I got
real
the
quick.
gang in the building.
Claire, real quick, let the viewers know where they can find you at.
So
Period.
if you're watching, you can follow me on all platforms under Queen Cleo. My socials would be Cocky Cleopatra. You heard it right. Cocky Cleopatra. C-O-C-K-Y, Cleopatra.
You're now tapped into the hip hop corner. Queen Cleo, Young Coby. Let's go.
If I want the nigga, you won't never get him back. Only attracting dogs and weird niggas like she a Scooby snack. You vibing with your music, but I heard it's cap. Niggas quick to get a strap, to get they ass jackets. Girl in the back, hyping them up like she won't get her ass smacked. Exquisite like an artifact, these bitches copycat. They don't even know what they like to do. Which is why when I drop my music, these bitches started rapping too. I'm really trying to let you motherfuckers make it. Please don't test my patience. No, they hate, but they don't say shit, huh? Somewhere knick-knacking with a lame bitch. Fuck who you came with. I have no sympathy for none of you niggas. I'm on your ass, boy, I'm done with you niggas. Vanilla bitch, you turn your back and she gon' fold on you niggas. Graveyard ship, I'm bound to put some holes in you niggas. Shivering, I grab my jacket, boy, I'm cold the figures. Got that water when I spit, since my flow on the river. Had the chance, but you fucked up cause you couldn't deliver. Have no hope for you bitches, future, not even a slither. I get on beats and get nasty like a kid with his dinner. I've been giving lessons to some niggas like my last name's Splinter. Who's the winner? They had me Cleo breakfast for dinner.
Look, hey, I'm Malcolm X's skeleton, back from hell again, darker than melanin. Fucking the celibate, celebrated, never irrelevant, better than any president. Tell them spark up the elegant, turn up all of your speakers with this sickening elegance medicine. Cure this, time will only mature this. My promise, not even near this. It's dominance at its purest, dominate any tourist. Did I mean to say Taurus? I'm crawling slow like a tortoise with limo tint on that Taurus. Shitting shots at your doors, now they hopping off with them porches. Pistols packing like corks in the streets. Where they holding court, I'm a beast. Where's my pores? Blow trees like I was a florist. Hold on.